It's August 5th, 2014. Current time is 10:32 GMT. Jay Meisler here with the daily Forex trading outlook. If after one day hiatus where we watched paint dry for the entire day, the euro dollar has come under, actually the euro in general has come under pressure, and you can see it on its crosses, mainly euro sterling and euro Aussie. Has seen the euro weak and coming back below 134 level after one day staying above it. Prior 3 days it was trading below it. The euro is heading lower, so it seems. It would take 135 plus to negate that, and the current target remains 132.94. How it gets there is another story, but one characteristic of this market is that we have not had a real shakeout in quite some time in the euro. And you can look at the daily chart, and since the 137 level, really there has no, I can't say there's been much of any sort of a real correction. There was one right in here, but after we topped off around 136.50 or so, it's been kind of straight down. Now even this is, looks like a big correction, but it really isn't. It was less than 100 pips. And generally what, my rule of thumb has been that if you need a washout before making new lows, but the euro, keeps more like a grind lower than anything else. And one reason may be that, anybody who's looking for a real correction is based it on being the euro market being really short euro, but it gets siphoned off into crosses when it seems to correct, as opposed to outright versus the dollar, and similar on the downside, and that's why there's the grind. I hope that's clear, that the euro is, it's not just short against the dollar, it's short on its crosses. So that's probably one reason why we're not getting this really big correction. We tried last week, we got up to 137.45, as I'll show in a second, and that was it. So, if you look at just going quickly by the charts, as I mentioned yesterday, that 200 period 4-hour moving average comes in around 134.72 right now. I would use this as your indicator. Lows are pointed down and we stay below it, market will trade bearish. You can see here we had a double top at 134.45. We're coming down here, but the key level still is last week's low at 133.68. And those are your parameters right now. Anything in between is kind of noise. I'll show a little bit more support on the 1 hour chart. Look on the 1 hour chart, there's some support here, really between 134.367 and 133.78, and here it's around 133.70 or so. So there's like three little levels of minor support in here, 2 levels minus support ahead of the recent low. As I mentioned, 133.50 is potential support, and the one thing we do know is that 1.34 is going to set its tone in the very short run. Two key events coming up. We have U.S. Services PMI coming out later, but the key events are the ECB meeting and the Bank of England meeting on Thursday. No surprises from Draghi are expected, so it really depends on how the market positions into that thing. We'll discuss that tomorrow. But for now, the euro is soft market, but I would have to get through really 133.68 and 133.50 probably if you want to put that 132.94 target on the radar. On the upside, 134 sets the tone. 134.20 is kind of a pivotal level because that's what we traded around all day yesterday. And 132.45 would be the game changer, at least on the upside. So the market will stay bearish or below 134.45, but it has to take out 133.68 and 134 sets the tone. So, market will probably look to sell upticks unless we take out that 134. But for the moment, we're kind of in that sticky support zone. And it's August, not a lot of conviction, but you can see when there's no real strong speculation, what happens, the euro could not sustain a bid, and that's probably most significant. One thing, I mentioned at the end of my videos, articles that are worth reading. I'll post this one again. It's from my newsletter, 12 strategies I use to trade a low volatility market. You would have It's something is something for everyone to take away with this. So I strongly suggest you click on the links embedded in here. Good luck, good trading, and we'll touch base again tomorrow.